Now it's recording. All right. So, how has CSTEP impacted you?
Well, that's a good question.
I mean, it's new for you, but maybe you have some way to answer.
I guess like it's kind of made me like a little bit more aware of how like college is and like what to kind of expect. And it's kind of nice because like you make friends, so you kind of go through it with like other people who are new to it. So I guess like in a positive way.
For me, CSTEP being able to fund for stuff, like they help you with like books and they help you get internships and they also help you get like safety goggles and things like that, pencils, pens, and it also gives you like a place to go to. Like when school's open, there's like a lounge that you can go to, and everybody from CSTEP is basically there, no outsiders. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty nice. CSTEP is the best. All right, next question is why should someone join CSTEP?
I mean, I think someone should join C-Step, if they really want the feeling of like a welcome group who kind of experiences a mini version of what you're going to expect in college, in the fall. And like I said, it's a great way to make new friends and kind of I guess explore yourself and like make yourself more comfortable with new people. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would say that a good reason to join CSEP is if you're in a STEM field or if you're like a minority, so like Hispanic, Native American, anything or anything like that. You want to join so you can build a network within CSEP and sort of branch out from there.
Mm.
There's a lot of opportunities. Why should someone apply for the CSTEP mentor program? Um, I'll answer that first because I'm the actual mentor. But I think someone should apply for the mentor program because it gives you like a great um, position to like practice, talking to other people about what you know and trying to help other people get adjusted to campus life. But also, I mean, there's the stipend aspect, but also there's a credit aspect, and that's not the biggest thing, but it also helps you forge relationships with people that you probably wouldn't have otherwise. Like I don't like you're a year lower, so I'm not sure how I would have met you that way, but you're really cool, so I'm glad I did. And also, like there's different levels to the mentor program. You start off being the mentee, and then being the mentee again, but then being a mentor, and then for the rest of the years that you're here, you can be the mentor. So it's great. I don't know if you want to answer the question. You can try.
I mean, I guess someone could like, apply to be a mentor, like I guess a mentor in the mentor program. If they, like you said, wanted the experience to kind of make connections with people you don't expect, um, people who you wouldn't be able to make connections with, I guess, like you said, lower classmen. And I guess it'd be a fun experience at the same time because you make a new friend in a way.
Yes, definitely. You are a great friend, I think.
Thank you.
All right. What is something unique about your mentor or mentee? All right, I want to answer this because you're so cool. My mentee, lives in Hampton Bays or something, and
Yeah.
famous people there, and she's also really good at painting, and she has butterflies on her ceiling. She works. She has like a double life. She works at McDonald's and also EMT or EMS. That
Mhm.
stuff. And you're definitely like well-rounded. You seem like you're going in the right direction, and I think that's really cool about
Thank you. So something unique about you is the fact that you, even though you're not like, I guess, in the medical fields, but like you're like participating in the clinic, and it's really nice that you kind of like introduced me to a different way that you could like, I guess, get access to new information. And You also, I think you said you work at Staples.
I work at
And it's like really nice to like that, you know, you're Hispanic as well. So
thank you. How was your experience with the virtual mentor relationship? You can answer that one first.
so like at first I was just like a little skeptical because like I'm not really good with talking to new people, especially over cameras, because I feel like it's different. Um, but overall I think like, you know, being in this program like with you as my mentor is really nice because it was more like smooth in a way and like it wasn't, you know, so pressured in. So I think it worked out perfectly.
That's so good to hear. But for me, it was a little bit easier because I had the same mentor for a year because I requested to have her again because she was like one of the close friends of mine. But yeah, it was pretty easy for us. It's not as good as meeting in person because we could go to Starbucks, we could hang out or something. But now, I mean, it's still nice to get to interact with you over again. What is your favorite part of being in the mentor program?
Let's see. I think like I said before, you know, just making a new friend like out of nowhere, like it's nice making a connection with someone even though it's online.
Yeah, I'll steal your answer for that one because that is definitely the best part of it. You know, all factors aside, like being able to have a new friend because you're going to be a familiar face. Once we do go back to school, I'll be like, hey, Jasmine, like, you know, what's up?
Yeah.
So that's definitely the best part, I think. If you could give advice to a younger you or incoming student, what would you tell them?
Um, that's a good question. I'd say like try to socialize with people who you have classes with because like, you know, you guys can like help each other out when you need it.
I gave you that. For me, I would say pay attention more your first year. I think I did pay attention, but I also was focused on working and hanging out with friends. That I didn't study as much as I would have, like second semester when it was online, because it was just all a blur. Honestly, it was just like talking to a camera and then going to sleep. Like it was just too much. It was,
Mhm.
but hopefully this semester, now that we're all going to be online, hopefully I can make it past. I mean, you're already getting the experience of being on online now, but when I was like, you know, when it was all new, I was just like listening in chemistry and like falling asleep. But there was no way to stop me from falling asleep because I could turn the camera off. And
Yeah.
so that is definitely something I would tell myself to move away from, to like do my classes in a different room so that wouldn't happen. That's the worst thing ever. Um, what is one goal you are striving towards this year?
I think mastering a little bit more on time management, especially like going into a new year, because like I've gotten a little bit of experience of college, but not as much, and like time management is key. So that's a goal right now.
Yeah, they tell us that all the time, like learn how to manage. And I feel like even as you get older, you only learn how to manage what you had, and then you eventually get more stuff to deal with. And you have to learn how to manage that, but that's just life. But for me, I'd say my goal for this year is to get good grades because last semester I didn't do poorly, but I wish I could have done better since it was just intro classes. Like I could have done better, I think, for some of them. And basically, I just want to keep my life on track with it all being online. That's just such an effort. um, what do you want to be when you grow up? Why?
Um, well, I've always wanted to be in the medical field, just because I don't know, I've always been interested in like helping people, and seeing that they can do some stuff that others can't. Um, and right now, am on the, I guess, track of trying to be a nurse, especially one that could like specialize in pediatrics oncologist. Um, I don't know. Looking at the kids who are fighting for their lives is very I guess motivating in a way, and it makes me feel kind of happy and like sad at the same time because they're little, but they have like this big heart and like are fighting, pretty hard. So yeah.
You have really big goals, and I think you can do it 100%. You're super bright, and Stony Brook is like a perfect place for that, I think.
Yeah.
For me, my goal is to become a dermatologist. Before I wanted to be a pediatrician, but I changed my mind. I just like I wanted to be a pediatric dermatologist, but I think just dermatologist because I don't know if I could handle the crying. But we'll see once I go through like rotations and stuff. But yeah, I love skincare and all of that stuff. Shout out your favorite CSTEP advisors. How have they impacted you?
Um, I mean, I think Carrie Ann is gonna have to be my favorite advisor. Um, I guess she kind of like very, I guess, upbeat. So she's very like easygoing, so you can like kind of go talk to her when you need it and like don't feel pressured that, I guess it's someone who's like older than you and stuff. And she's kind of helped me out by like, showing me like, new I guess they're internships or, places to go if I want to. So yeah.
I would say Carrie Ann too. Last semester I chose Liz, but this semester since Carrie Ann is our advisor, I would say she's the best because she's like I have to have a meeting with her, and she is crazy because she wakes up really early and she loves to get stuff done. Like I love that about her, and I keep emailing her questions I have about my schedule and like stuff like that and internships, and she's really like she does not waste any time. I swear she's the best.
Yeah, she's always on top of it.
Yeah, more on top of it than me sometimes. Like she sent me an email, I didn't even know until like 4 days later. I was like, oh my god, she really did respond right away. Um, all right, we have two more questions. How did COVID-19 affect you?
Um, I feel like it took a big toll on me, especially because it was my senior year and we were all like, just trying to get our stuff like, in and try to forget about, a couple of months more and like we're done with high school. It was pretty big, especially, the transition into, video calls for school, which wasn't really mandatory. So like even if I went, like sometimes it was just like maybe like four of us. Like we didn't really want to because like we're like okay like it's too early for this, but it was nice at the same time because like I got more things to do, like I guess even though it was like you had to be quarantined, I got more stuff done than I ever thought I could do. I volunteered more at the ambulance, which was kind of hard because my mom would freak out. So but I was like, I chose to volunteer, I'm not gonna let them down and like kind of abandon them, which was nice because like it felt nice, need other people needing you.
They say no, like you're reliable and you wouldn't just leave when they needed you the most.
Yeah.
Really good, especially to say that you did that. For me, COVID-19. Well, in the beginning, I lost like two family members when all this stuff was happening. One was from COVID, and one was just from another health issue. So I was like really upset. So I left my job for a little bit, and then eventually I did go back, but that was like very stressful because I didn't want to get sick, and it really wasn't about me, but my family because I didn't want to get them sick. Because my dad has like some underlying conditions, so not like super bad, but just like basic adult problems. So, and then additionally, like with online classes, that was tough, but I mean, nothing to fret about. Like, there's bigger issues.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, we have one last question. What are some challenges you faced specific to the summer, and how did you cope?
Do my job at McDonald's, then having classes, and also volunteering at the ambulances. It's kind of a lot, and like I'm still working with it because there's still classes, but I think I kind of try to every single time I have one task, I try to focus on that one as much as I can without overthinking about what I have to do next. So I'd say that's my way of coping.
For me, specific challenges, I haven't really had many challenges summer. I'm not taking any classes or anything. The biggest challenge is waking up before 10. Like, I don't know. I don't have any problems, luckily, thankfully. So yeah, I can't really say that I have been facing any, but I'm glad. um, but yeah, that'll be it for extra credit. I'm gonna pause it, but okay.